Hello everyone, it's Jessica here with another layout for a cherry on top crafts, and today I am using a Cutfile by Peartree to work with today on this layout. I have chosen my very favorite Christmassy kind of paper pad by Crate Paper to use for this project, which I will link down below in case you want to grab it too. And I am just going to start backing this Cutfile with a large photo inside that little ornament there for the O. And I have chosen my photo there that you can see of myself and my baby girl last Christmas. I have just trimmed it out using the negative piece from the Cutfile as my template, and then just trimmed out a little excess around it so I have some room to glue it to the actual backside of the Cutfile. The rest of this Cutfile, I'm just going to pull out papers from this paper pad and back the rest of the letters, and the little leaves and things are going to be backed by a smaller paper pad, a 6x8 paper pad from the, I think it's called Evergreen Seasons collection by 49 Market. So I've kind of been working with those two collections hand in hand and mixing them together because the greens and reds in them are really, really pretty together. So they've really paired up quite nicely, and I am just going to do the same thing on this layout. I'm going to mix them both. I'm going to back these letters with some of these patterns from this large paper pad, and I just like to use the negative pieces from my cutting mat to lay on top of my papers like this, and then I just trim out around them a little bit, and then I glue them to my Cutfile design from the back side using some Deluxe Nuvo liquid adhesive, which does dry super clear, so I don't have to worry about making a mess with this anywhere. So I just apply the glue here to the back side like so, and then I just place my little pieces inside my letters. So everything is on the back side. You're not going to see anything peeking through, and it's just going to look gorgeous on the front. As you can see, I've actually done some stitching by hand on this as well. All I did there was just poked some holes through my letters and my Cutfile after I finished backing it, and then I just ran some hand stitching through the whole Cutfile. It took some time, so I'm not gonna lie, I was able to watch a couple shows while I was doing that one, and I did all that off camera so you guys didn't have to watch me do all that sewing. So I've got some pop dots here. I'm going to pop up these little white pieces for the hat. I actually backed it with some white, and then here I'm giving it just a little bit more dimension using the actual negative pieces of the Cutfile to just place on top there to just make it pop up a little bit. And then the whole Cutfile itself, I'm actually going to pop up using some of my jumbo 3D foam tape just to adhere it to the actual layout. Pulling out some little bits here, a little sticker book that I have, and these little laser cuts from 49 Market. I'm going to grab a few things from this just to layer around my Cutfile. I'm not going to add a ton of things to this layout because I really wanted this photo to shine and the Cutfile and those beautiful papers, so I'm not going to add a ton of stuff. I added some white splatters to my background. I'm actually going to end up adding some black splatters as well towards the end because I still felt like need a little something, so I'm going to add those towards the end of this video. And here I am just using that 3D foam tape to pop up my Cutfile as I mentioned earlier. So I'm just cutting little strips off here and just placing on the back side, peeling off all those backing strips, and then just placing it down onto my little splattered paper there that you see. So that's what it's going to pretty much look like. I'm just going to add some embellishments from here. I'm going to put this little piece of a tree back on here, and this little bow from that 49 Market laser cut pieces, and I'm going to grab a few other things. I think I've got some Echo Park here, I've got some Vicky Booten here, and I'm just going to layer on a few other pieces to finish this one off. I'm actually going to pop some music in here while I finish up embellishing this. I am just going to grab some Flair from Scrap and Happy Studio, add a couple of those on. I'm also going to grab some flowers by Coco Vanilla Studio because I really, really love their flowers, and they have a really good Christmas collection out right now. So I'm going to add a few of those to this as well. But I'm going to pop in some music here while I finish this up. I'll link everything down below for you in the description in case you want to grab anything from the Cherry on Top shop. So here is the finished layout. I love how this one came together. Here's some close-ups so you can see all that beautiful goodness in here, that stitching and all those cute little embellishments. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thanks for being here. Feel free to leave some happy comments for me down below. If you have any questions, leave those down below as well. Thank you so much for being here, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.